Turkey's recent bid to join the BRICS bloc underscores its strategic ambition to amplify its influence on the global stage and diversify its international alliances beyond the traditional Western partners. As President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan's administration navigates a shifting geopolitical landscape, the move to align more closely with BRICS, an organization representing some of the world's largest emerging economies, reflects Turkey's broader aspirations in a multipolar world. BRICS, originally composed of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, has become increasingly attractive to countries seeking alternatives to Western-dominated global institutions like the International Monetary Fund and the World Bank. The group recently expanded to include Iran, the United Arab Emirates, Ethiopia, Egypt, and Saudi Arabia. The potential inclusion of Turkey would mark another significant enlargement of the bloc, enhancing its global reach and influence. Turkey's interest in BRICS is partly driven by frustrations over the stagnant progress in its long-standing bid to join the European Union. Despite decades of negotiations, Turkey's EU membership remains elusive, leading Ankara to explore other avenues to bolster its international standing. Moreover, Turkey's relationship with NATO allies has been strained in recent years, particularly following its continued engagement with Russia. Even after the 2022 invasion of Ukraine, this has further motivated Turkey to seek out new alliances that align with its independent foreign policy goals. Economically, Turkey stands to benefit significantly from BRICS membership. The group's new development bank offers alternative financing options that could support Turkey's ambitious infrastructure and development projects. In 2022, Turkey's GDP was approximately $906 billion, making it one of the largest economies in the region. By joining BRICS, Turkey could enhance its trade relationships with other member nations, potentially boosting its exports and economic growth. Strategically, Turkey's geographical position as a bridge between Europe and Asia enhances its appeal as a BRICS member. This unique location allows Turkey to serve as a critical conduit for trade and energy between the East and West. Furthermore, Turkey's participation in BRICS could provide it with a platform to advocate for reforms in global governance structures, echoing President Erdoğan's calls for an overhaul of the United Nations Security Council. Erdoğan's administration has consistently emphasized the importance of maintaining a balanced foreign policy that fosters relations with both Eastern and Western powers. The bid to join BRICS aligns with this vision, allowing Turkey to cultivate ties with emerging powers while continuing its role as a key NATO member. As Erdoğan stated, Turkey's BRICS membership application is expected to be a topic of discussion during the group's summit in Kazan, Russia. If accepted, Turkey's inclusion in BRICS would not only mark a significant shift in its foreign policy, but also contribute to the broader reconfiguration of global power dynamics. Turkey-EU relationship, historical perspective. Turkey's interest in joining the European Union has a long and complex history, marked by both progress and setbacks. The journey began in 1959, when Turkey first applied for associate membership with the European Economic Community, the precursor to the EU. This was formalized with the Ankara Agreement in 1963, which aimed to gradually integrate Turkey into the European economic system. However, Turkey's full membership aspirations faced significant challenges, largely due to political, economic, and geopolitical issues. In 1987, Turkey officially applied for full membership, but its application was met with mixed reactions. The European Commission acknowledged Turkey's eligibility, but cited concerns over its economic development, political stability, and strained relations with Greece and Cyprus as significant obstacles. Despite these challenges, Turkey continued its efforts to align with EU standards, culminating in the establishment of a customs union with the EU in 1995, which was a major step towards economic integration. Turkey was officially recognized as a candidate for full EU membership in 1999 at the Helsinki Summit, a milestone that marked the beginning of formal accession negotiations in 2005. However, progress has been slow. By 2016, the situation deteriorated further after the 2016 EU-Turkey refugee deal, which, despite initially aiming to accelerate negotiations, failed to produce significant progress. The EU's concerns over human rights, democracy, and the rule of law in Turkey, particularly following the 2017 constitutional referendum that granted significant powers to the Turkish presidency, have led to a near standstill in accession talks. The European Parliament even called for the suspension of negotiations in 2019, reflecting the deepening skepticism within the EU about Turkey's readiness to join the bloc. Turkey's prolonged and often frustrating experience with the EU has led it to explore alternative international alliances, such as BRICS, as a means to diversify its global partnerships. This long-standing and complex relationship between Turkey and the EU underscores the challenges of integrating a country with Turkey's unique political and cultural landscape into the European framework. Whether Turkey's EU aspirations will eventually be realized remains uncertain, but the process highlights the difficulties of reconciling divergent political and social values within such a diverse union. NATO and the United States have responded with a mix of concern and cautious diplomacy regarding Turkey's recent move to join BRICS. This development marks a significant shift, as Turkey would be the first NATO member to seek alignment with a group often seen as a counterbalance to Western influence. From NATO's perspective, Turkey's interest in BRICS complicates its role within the alliance, especially given Turkey's strategic importance and its history of balancing relations between the West and other global powers like Russia and China. While NATO officials are not openly alarmed, there is a recognition that this move could signal a broader strategy by Turkey to diversify its international partnerships, potentially weakening NATO's unified stance on certain global issues. NATO leaders, including Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg, have emphasized the importance of keeping Turkey engaged within the alliance, acknowledging that alienating Ankara could have broader geopolitical repercussions. The United States has expressed similar concerns. Outgoing U.S. Ambassador to Turkey Jeff Flake stated that while the U.S. hopes Turkey will not follow through with joining BRICS, it does not necessarily see this move as a definitive shift away from NATO or Western alliances. Mutual benefits of BRICS in Turkey. Turkey's potential inclusion in BRICS could offer significant benefits to both Turkey and the BRICS group from economic and geopolitical perspectives. Economic benefits. Turkey's economy, with its robust manufacturing sector, young and growing population, Turkey would gain access to new markets, increase its trade opportunities, and attract investment from BRICS members. The BRICS group, representing around 40% of the world's population and more than a quarter of global GDP, would offer Turkey an alternative economic partnership, especially in the face of slow progress in its EU accession talks. This partnership could enhance Turkey's economic stability, allowing it to diversify its trade relations and reduce reliance on Western financial institutions. Geopolitical benefits. Turkey's membership in BRICS could shift global power dynamics. Turkey's strategic location and its role as a bridge between continents would strengthen BRICS's influence in Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. This expansion of BRICS's geopolitical reach could help the group challenge Western dominance more effectively. Moreover, Turkey's inclusion would symbolize a move towards a more multipolar world order, where emerging economies have greater influence in global governance. For BRICS, having Turkey on board could enhance regional stability and foster greater South-South cooperation, which is crucial for balanced global development. That's all for this video. Thank you for watching this video.